episode of Wake Up Rutgers.
We've got a fantastic show lined up for you. It is February 20th, 2020.
Weather watcher Ashley Cornish will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
We'll be checking out the Pan-Lunar Asian New Year event that took place at the Bush Student Center.
Later on, we'll be talking to Dr. Enabang Anna Branch, Vice Chancellor of the Dice Division.
We've got tons to get to.
Let's wake up, Rutgers!
Welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly but sunny Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather. So, Sydney, it's great to be back on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. How was your Valentine's Day? We had our Valentine's Day show last week. How was your weekend?
It was great. My friend from West Virginia, she came back home.
Really?
Yeah, she brought her roommates. We went to Stuff Your Face, had some strombolis.
Yeah, how was that?
And it was so good,
Yeah,
so delicious.
it's really good.
It was much needed on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then we also went hot tubbing and hung out at her house. It was a lot of fun. What'd you do?
So I actually went back to South Jersey last week. I saw my friend in a show. She was in a Shakespeare show. It was really, really good. Very talented cast and crew. And then I got to hang out with her. I spent the rest of the weekend with her and some of her friends, and I got to know them a little bit. And we actually, over that weekend, we're planning a trip over the summer to like Canada, so that'll be really exciting.
So cool.
Yeah, so got some exciting stuff coming up.
Do you know where specifically in Canada you're going?
Maybe like the Montreal area or something.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not sure yet.
Yeah,
but
never been there before.
I've never been either, so it'll be fun to go. Also, midterms are coming up. It's around that time of the year. How are you doing with that? Do you have any coming up? Or?
So I actually, since I'm a journalism major, we just have papers, no tests.
Yeah, true.
So all my stuff was actually just due this week. So lucky me, I do not have any midterms. I'm so glad.
That is, yeah,
what about
that's lucky.
you?
Unfortunately, I do have some midterms. I have, I think, 3. Just because like some are still finishing up some core requirements, so because I'm also doing journalism as well, which isn't too like exam heavy, but I'm also a double major, as you know, so now I'm starting to get into some midterms with that. So I have some studying coming up, but it's not for another few weeks, so I still have some time to prepare for them. So not too worried right now, but
That's good. Are you ready for your midterms?
I will be.
Yeah.
I have some time, so I will be. I'm not too stressed. So.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yep.
So what are you doing this weekend? Any plans?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe hang out with some friends or maybe catch up on some work. I'm a little behind, so maybe I'll spend the weekend catching up on some of my homework. What about you?
Yeah, I'm just going to be working at the gym back at home.
Okay.
So just extra money,
Yeah. What do you do there?
So I just do the front desk. I work in the hair salon specifically. It's cool. You meet new people every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of fun.
Awesome. I hope you have fun doing that.
All right, so before we can get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know.
When was Access Week established? We'll tell you the answer right after this.
Join us at the annual Latinx Student Faculty Mixer on Thursday, March 5th at 6 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. at the Zimmerly Art Museum. Their main goals are to strengthen the Afro-Latinx community, foster healthy student and faculty conversations, and to advise students of beneficial university resources. For more information, visit www.zimmerlymuseum.rutgers.edu. Before the break, we asked, when was Access Week established?
Established in 2013 as an extension of Trio Day, Access Week is a Rutgers, New Brunswick university-wide initiative that offers a week of community programming and dialogue to create campus awareness for first-generation, low-income, and historically underrepresented students. The week is filled with a range of public lectures, faculty, staff, and student workshops, student programming, alumni engagement, and community service opportunities. Cindy, I think this is awesome that Access Week has been created because it really does create a more inclusive community for our underrepresented population here at Rutgers.
Yeah, definitely. I went to one event on Tuesday. It was so inspirational. One senior talked about how, she's her first generation college student and how like she just felt like she wanted to drop out so many times, but with like the help of like the Rutgers community, like she's now pulling through and she's about to graduate. So it's so inspiring.
And we've actually been covering a lot of the events that DICE has been hosting. And I've been learning a lot about Access Week as well, and it's just so inspirational seeing these students being able to accomplish so many great things. And I'm glad that we're spreading awareness about the community here at Rutgers.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, let's check out the weather with Ashley Cornish.
Thanks, guys. So as they said, I'm weather watcher Ashley Cornish, bringing you guys your Thursday morning weather update. As you can see, beautiful winter day we have in store for us today with a temperature of 30 degrees right now, warming up into the upper 30s by later today. As you can see, mostly cloudy skies right now. No, really pretty calm winds and no precipitation over the past 24 hours. But that will be changing at the beginning of next work week, but more updates on that later to come. But for our headlines today, we've got mostly cloudy conditions again today, and then those clouds will be rolling out for abundant sunshine this weekend. So if you have any weekend plans, you'll be doing it in the sun, which is always a pleasant time. We've got and unfortunately though, you need to make sure that you're really taking in that sunshine because we've got some rain to start next work week. Now for the current radar, you can see that we've really got only a little bit of precipitation falling in the early morning hours in the southern portions of New Jersey, down in Cape May and Atlantic County, but only cloud cover, a little bit of lake effect snow up in upstate New York, but really no precipitation affecting our area. And now, as you can see, as we expand to the nation, there is this storm passing through Louisiana into Mississippi and portions of Missouri, but that won't be affecting us in the Northeast in the next coming days. And now, as you can see with the futurecast, we have a little bit of a clipper storm moving, but staying to our south, keeping sunshine real abundant in the New Jersey area for the weekend. But back to tonight, we've got a high temperature today of 38 degrees, as I said earlier, mostly sunny skies with clouds rolling in and out for the most part, a northwest wind of 5 miles per hour, so not really too windy out there either. And then heading into tonight, things are cooling off. As you can see, we're dipping down into the teens with only our low tonight of 18 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, but make sure you're staying bundled up if you have to be going outside on your Thursday evening. I will be back later with your regional and big picture forecast.
All right, thank you, Ashley, for the weather forecast. How are you feeling about the weather?
It's going to be really chilly for today. I'm a little worried about that because it was really warm yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's like it was like a little bit of a tease, right?
Yes.
Feeling, because some days are warm and then it gets cold, and today is like really, really cold, but at least the sun will shine this weekend.
Yes,
I'm so excited for some sunshine because it's been no more rain. I mean, actually, as Ashley mentioned, we might start off with a bit of a wet week next week, but then I think it's supposed to clear up as well later on. So, we'll get more sunshine in,
yes,
right?
Hopefully. Yeah. All right, Rutgers, we'll be right back right after this.
Being a Rutgers student isn't always as sweet as it seems. If you're not prepared, you might find yourself needing some help.
I need help. I can't find my term bill.
Luckily, help is here. Getting to and paying your term bill is as easy as tying your shoelaces.
To get to your term bill, just go to studentabc.rutgers.edu and press the button that says Pay Your Bill. From there, you can log in with your NetID or RUID. The site will direct you to your account summary where you can find your term bill for any semester.
Okay, but how do I pay my term bill?
Great question.
For payment options, just refer to the right-hand side column on your account summary page. It's that easy.
Wow, that was really helpful.
All in a day's work.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Let's jump into our news and events for today. You may have gotten the university-wide email announcing the launch of Rutgers' new website on sexual harassment prevention and cultural change. The website is in collaboration with other peers institutions to try to change the ways in which sexual harassment and gender discrimination are viewed. The website also contains people's personal stories as well as a feedback form for students to discuss the website itself and the existing policies on gender discrimination, sexual misconduct, and sexual harassment. The alert noted that although they are proud of the work that's been done so far, more needs to be done in order to create a culture where all members of the community are free from harassment and sexual misconduct. Well, this is such like a great like opportunity that Rutgers is doing. You know, all these events are holding, and now a website. You know, all students can like find more information if they're going through something.
Right, and this is just another safe space that Rutgers is creating for people who are going through such traumatic experiences, and they're able to go on this website and seek help if they need it, or read about other experiences that they might be able to relate to that'll be able to help them get through such horrible times.
Yeah, exactly. It's really great. You know, Rutgers is making all these like new and improved like events, websites. You know, it's great to see a change here.
Exactly. And speaking of all these great things that Rutgers is doing, award-winning journalist Lester Holt will be addressing graduates on May 17, 2020 at the 254th anniversary commencement of Rutgers University New Brunswick and Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences. Holt's journalism career spans 4 decades. He served as an anchor on NBC News Nightly, Weekend Today, and Dateline NBC. Holt will receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree at the graduation after earning the distinction of being the most trusted television news personality in America in a Hollywood Reporter Morning Consult poll. He is notable for his reporting style that involves providing viewers with first-hand accounts of national disasters such as California's wildfires and mass shootings, as well as breaking news events from around the globe. The journalist is also known for his moderation of the presidential debate back in 2016, his work in criminal justice reform, and his work on MSNBC. Finally, Holt has won numerous awards, including multiple Emmy Awards, a Robert F. Kennedy Journalism Award, and the prestigious Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. You know, Cindy, when I first heard about this, I was like flabbergasted because I grew up watching Lester Holt, on all of these various platforms that he does, and he is one of the most, I think, respected journalists of our time. He is extremely talented in his craft and what he does, and I look up to him so much. So when I heard about this, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, me too. Just being like a journalism major, it's so like inspiring to see that he's coming right like to our hometown in New Brunswick. So the people are so lucky that are graduating this year and get to see and hear from him,
I know. I cannot believe that Rutgers has such a, respected individual coming to Rutgers to be able to speak to us, and I'm so happy this is happening.
Yeah, no, me too, exactly. Well, speaking of entertainment at Rutgers, let's jump into our events. Are you looking for a good way to relax and get away from some of the stress college is giving you? The dance department is hosting a mindfulness meditation with Saban Gibbons from CAPS at the Nicholas Music Center in Studio 111 on Monday, February 24th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. All students, faculty, and staff are welcomed. Josh, this is a great way, all this work is coming in, you're getting a little stressed, so it's a great way to de-stress here at Rutgers.
Especially with midterms coming up, obviously that can be a very stressful period where people are studying and cramming for their exams. So this is a good way, to take care of yourself and be able to relieve some stress.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is not actually the only thing that Rutgers is doing to help relieve some stress. Are you looking for some self-love and body positivity? Rutgers Dining Services is hosting an Eating Well on a Budget event on Monday, February 24th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Brower Commons second floor conference AB. There will be a hands-on cooking demonstration with Dining Services. The event is limited to the first 25 guests that attend, so be sure to get there as early as possible. And this is just one other amazing thing that Rutgers is doing for their students, because people can now learn about new ways to eat healthy and bettering their lifestyle habits.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I know I have a hard time just eating healthy. It's just really hard for me. I'm always eating, some greasy foods, pizza, McDonald's.
And that's normal, obviously, eat in moderation, but this is a great way to go and learn about how to really eat healthier and, create a better diet for yourself.
Yeah, exactly, because, no one ever taught me, to eat a little healthier, so I'm so excited for this. So now we're going to paint the town scarlet at the Pan Asian Lunar New Year's event with our very own Josh. We'll be right back after this.
What's up, Rutgers? I'm Josh Rosenswag, and I'm here at the Bush Student Center for the Pan Asian Lunar New Year. Let's go check it out and celebrate the new year. What made you come out to the event today?
I actually work for the Asian American Culture Center that's helped hosting this Pan-Asian Lunar New Year event. I came out to help out and volunteer for the shift and help serve food. And after that, I wanted to watch the show.
Well, first of all, I'm actually half Chinese, so Asian culture means a lot to me. But also because I really love this team, I love performing with them, so I was really happy to be out here today.
What does the Pan-Asian Lunar New Year mean to you personally?
Personally, it's just a celebration of all kinds of Asian cultures, even for cultures that don't celebrate Chinese Lunar New Year. It's a great, like melting pot for everybody.
Well, not only is it a great way to expose my club to other people who might not have met my club, but as a Pan-Asian person myself, it's a good way for other people to meet and experience our culture. So I'm really excited about it.
To me, it means a time where all kinds of people can come together and just be grateful for the beginning of a new part of our lives. And so I was really thankful to be a part of that.
What is the Asian American Cultural Center?
So the Asian American Culture Center is one of the 4 cultural centers that we have on campus. We're part of the C4, which is the Cultural Collaborative. We have the Asian American Culture Center, we have the CLAC, and then the SJE building, and then we have the Paul Robeson Cultural Center.
What is the Pan-Asian Lunar New Year, for those that don't know?
So Pan-Asian Lunar New Year is put in charge to celebrate all Asians and all people from different backgrounds and things, because Lunar New Year isn't only an East Asian celebration, it's a celebration of all Asians, so we want to be as inclusive as possible.
A lot of Asian countries, they follow the lunar calendar as opposed to the solar calendar. So the New Year falls in February. It was, I believe, February 2nd, I want to say. And so our Pan-Asian Lunar New Year celebration is more of just a way to commemorate the fact that there are so many countries that celebrate it, and we want to pay homage.
Tell me a little bit about what you want others to get out of today's event.
So I just, honestly, it might seem really cliche, but I just want people to have fun, to soak in all the amazing qualities of each culture, and to see, honestly, that there's this misconception going that Asian American is just East Asians, but we base around all kinds of Asians, and also anyone who comes in, those performers up there, they're not all Asian American, they're not all APITA based. So that's our main goal, that we want people to enjoy and make sure that everyone knows that it's beyond just Asian American.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had fun celebrating the Pan-Asian Lunar New Year. I know I did. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Josh Rosenswag, RUTV.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Here with me is Dr. Anna Branch, Vice Chancellor of the DICE Division. Welcome.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for coming out. So what does DICE stand for?
DICE stands for the Division of Diversity, Inclusion, and Community Engagement.
All right, and what units are specifically in DICE?
So DICE is a conglomerate. We brought together and realigned existing units at Rutgers to better achieve our strategic vision, to build and be a resource to support the needs of a diverse community. And so we have the Educational Equity Group that includes our TRIO programs, so the McNair Post-Baccalaureate Achievement Program, Upward Bound and Upward Bound Math Science, which supports high school student entry into college, and Student Support Services to support students while they're here. It also includes the Collaborative Center for Community-Based Research and Service, which provides outreach opportunities and community-based internships for students, and Vitale Clemente Center that supports diversity education and bias prevention. And we're building out new resources to support faculty diversity and educational outreach.
Oh, great. So why does DICE exist?
So DICE exists really to meet the burgeoning needs of a diverse community. And for people who say, I don't know what those are. And I kind of remind people that there is a unique need that comes from the change, right? We all come from different environments. And for some people, the campus is the most diverse place they've been. For others, it's the least diverse place they've ever been. And so entering this environment requires real support and intentionality, whether it's in academic departments, whether it's in student groups. And so all the different resources that exist within DICE aim to help support our goals of inclusion. We are compositionally diverse, but inclusion doesn't happen by accident.
Cool. So what is the goal of DICE here?
Yeah, so the goals are really to help us build an inclusive community intentionally, right? So what does it mean for us to not just coexist and exist in subgroups and be large enough, right? There's enough diversity here at Rutgers that you can just exist with groups of people that look like you and think like you, right? And so creating an inclusive community requires intention. Our goal is to create strategic programs, outreach opportunities, and provide educational supports that allow us to rebound resilient in times of difficulty.
Oh, great. So what services or events does DICE have to offer here?
It's a whole range, and so I really encourage you to check out the individual units. But one of the great things that we have going on right now is Access Week. And what Access Week aims to do is to provide a time and a resource for the campus to come together and think about what are the unique needs of low-income, historically underrepresented, and first-generation students. Not that their needs are drastically different, but if you're not aware of what those needs are, you can't meet them well. And we want Rutgers to be a place where all students can thrive. And so we're creating a set of resources, started on Monday with the College Bound Youth Summit that brought over 300 high school students to campus. Continued with the Student Access Forum on Tuesday that provided resources and conversation for faculty and staff, advisors and deans to think through how do we support and become aware of the challenges that students have. Yesterday was a diversity mixer for students and alumni to think about career and next steps that are relevant for students who are LGBTQIA or come from diverse backgrounds. Tonight is the lecture on bias in education, how we think about and combat that. And tomorrow is the Student Success Conference. And so thinking through what do we need to be successful as students here at Rutgers and beyond.
Wow, those are just such amazing events we have here. So can you tell us more about the reception that you guys are having next Tuesday?
I'm really excited about this. So next Tuesday night, February 25th in the Rutgers Visitor Center, it's an introduction to DICE. So just the conversation we had today, that's a brief introduction. Next week is a much larger conversation about what is DICE, what do you want to do, and how can you be a part? Our goal, there was a report, a task force report done a few years ago. It was a task force on inclusion and community values. Many students participated, and one of our goals here at DICE has been how do we move those goals from ideals to action? So learn more about how to do that next week.
And where can students find more information?
Our best resource is the website, diversity.rutgers.edu, and follow us on our online social media channels, RU Diversity on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right, thank you. Well, Dr. Annabon Branch, it was really nice having you here. Thank you for coming out and sharing all this information with you.
I appreciated it. It was such a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to meeting all of you another time.
All right, and we'll be right back after this.
Although there are no suspected cases of the new coronavirus at Rutgers, the Rutgers Clinical Providers and Health Services teams have already put measures to prevent contacting or spreading the virus. For people who may have been exposed to the coronavirus, be on the lookout for the following symptoms: fever, muscle or body aches, a dry cough, or difficulty breathing. If you're feeling any symptoms of a respiratory illness, call your healthcare provider immediately. To make an appointment with Rutgers Student Health Centers, call 848-932-7402. The locations and hours can be found at health.rutgers.edu/location. In addition, the Rutgers New Jersey Poison and Education System is serving as the New Jersey Department of Health Coronavirus Call Center. Assistance is available 24 hours a day at 1-800-222-1222. Check out www.cdc.gov/coronavirus for up-to-date news on the virus.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So we just had an interview with Dr. Annabon and a Branch here. It was really great hearing all the resources that DICE has to offer.
Yeah.
I know they had like Access Week, and I attended some of those events, and they were just so inspirational, like I said before earlier in the show.
Yeah, getting to listen to her was very informative. I definitely learned a lot about what DICE has to offer and a lot about Access Week. And for any of you that want to reach out for more information, definitely check out that website. It's full of a lot of informative things there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So right now, let's check up on Ashley Cornish for the 7-day forecast.
All right, so as I said, I'm back with your regional forecast. As you can see, we've got temperatures in the 40s throughout much of the Northeast today. As you can see, down in Philadelphia, high temperature today of 44 degrees, cloudy skies. New York City sitting at 42 degrees, also pretty cloudy skies. And then as we move to our higher elevations, temperatures will be dropping down to the 30s. As you can see, in Syracuse, only sitting at our freezing mark of 32 degrees up in upstate New York. And then for tonight, similar story with temperatures in the 30s throughout much of areas of New Jersey. As you can see, Mount Pocono sitting at 22 degrees. And then again, as we move up to the north and east, cooling down even more at Albany with a temperature of 21 degrees. And then out in Boston, a temperature of 26. And now for your 7-day forecast. For Thursday, today, again, mostly cloudy skies, high temperature of 39 degrees here in New Brunswick. Friday, pretty sunny skies, as you can see, 37 degrees. Beautiful conditions will be continuing all weekend, Saturday through Sunday, with sunny skies, partly cloudy skies a little bit on Sunday. But then as we roll into Monday, beginning our work week, we do have a chance of showers. So make sure you're out enjoying the sunshine we have in store for the weekend. As always, you can check out me and all the other weather watchers on all our various social media platforms, as well as every 15 minutes on channel 23.1 RUTV. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Have a beautiful week, Rutgers.
All right, thank you again, Ashley, for giving us the big picture forecast. Definitely go out and enjoy this weekend because, as Ashley said, it's going to be really nice in the 50s and sunny, so it's a little like spring teaser, right?
Exactly. So spring weather, the groundhog was right. You know, it's coming sooner than we think.
Right.
So it's really exciting.
And the rain is coming back, but I think only for a brief period of time, and then it'll start clearing up again. We are starting to see that spring weather, as you said, which is really exciting because I cannot wait for spring. It's my favorite time of the year, so I'll definitely try to go out this weekend and soak up some of the sun.
Yeah, definitely me too. Hopefully it's just a light drizzle, you know, not like pouring rain.
For sure.
Yep. So we'll be right back after this.
Do you still have that pesky winter body? Come out and earn that summer bod at the many Rutgers Fitness and Wellness classes this summer. There are over 100 weekly classes on Bush, Cook Douglas, and College Ave, including Zumba, Body Pump, Are You Fit, Cardio, Strength, Bar, Pilates, Fusion, Yoga, and Meditation. Fitness and wellness classes are free for students from May 30th to August 11th, but don't forget to bring your RUID. You can find class schedules at recreation.rutgers.edu/fitness-wellness/classes.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So I know, Josh, you went to the Pan-Asian Lunar event.
I did.
How was that?
I did. It was a really interesting experience. I never really knew much about what the Pan-Asian Lunar New Year was, and I think that's a really interesting thing about working here at RUTV, right? So we get to, because Rutgers is such an inclusive community and it's so diverse, we get to go out and experience all of these different events that a lot of these organizations are holding, and so getting to go there was a very eye-opening experience to me. Like I said, I didn't really know much about it. So when I went there was a ton of food and a lot of performances. It was very entertaining, and they were all celebrating the diverse Asian culture for the new year. And I thought that was something that I had never experienced before. I don't know, do you know anything about the Pan-Asian Lunar New Year?
No, I actually don't. So it's pretty interesting to hear. Like, I didn't even know we had like an event like this. So it's really cool because it just bounces back to like how diverse like Rutgers really is. You know?
Right. And they even had like a famous troupe from New York City. I think they originate from New York City, but they travel all around. I think they said the tri-state area. I'm not sure if they said they travel nationally or if it was the tri-state area, but it was like a type of Asian genre music, and they performed, and it was like the most captivating thing I've ever seen before. Like the way it was like a very rhythmic kind of drumming performance. I'm not sure the exact title of the music that they were performing, but it was definitely the most like outstanding performance I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, cool. So the performances, was it, you know, dancing, drums, you know, the music, musicians?
Yeah, it was a lot of different things. I mean, as you guys saw with the PTS, and you can also check it out when I hosted it. It was a bunch of different kind of events. There was like dancing and singing and reenactments of the celebration of the New Year and how they go about celebrating it.
Okay, cool. And you said they had food there. So what kind of food was there?
A lot of really diverse Asian food that was really, really good.
And did you eat any of it?
I did get to eat
that?
it. It was really good.
Okay, cool, yeah. So today at Rutgers, you know, we talked about the website that Rutgers has to offer here, you know, for, you know, gender discrimination. It's really great that, you know, we have something just like that here.
We also talked about Lester Holt coming to speak at the commencement ceremony at the Rutgers graduation, which is also really great because I've looked up to him my whole life, and he's a very well-respected and well-known journalist.
Yeah, no, me too. And then we also talked about like an event going on at Rutgers to de-stress, you know, before your midterms here.
Several different events. And we also had a great interview with Dr. Enabog Anna Branch where we learned about DICE.
Yeah, so Rutgers, that'll do for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on social media by searching RU Network, and follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love hearing from you.
Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Josh Rosenswag.
And I'm Sydney Cortez. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.